decided to go to Monument Valley.
Yeah, which is off the route.
Yeah.
About probably 60, 70 miles off the route.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did that, but it rained. The moment it was sort of overcast and dull, but pretty, and the moment we got to the turn-off, having spoken to a couple of vagrants,
who approached you?
Who approached me begging, so I gave them half a cupcake.
Was there, could they feel a kindred spirit there?
Yeah, it was the banana-coloured one-piece rain suit that really did it.
Yeah.
You'll see a picture of that later. Not for the faint-hearted, I've got to say. So anyway, we turned right off that road and we went into Monument Valley, and it was a washout, literally. It chucked it down, cloudy.
The cloud cover was so low that you basically couldn't see any of the interesting stuff, which was gutting, frankly, because I really wanted to go and see it, and I've never seen it before, and I missed it. But this isn't the first time this has happened for you, is it?
2 years ago, exactly the same. Cloud burst. At least I got into Monument Valley that time, but it rained while I was in there. So we carried on north and rejoined the main freeway via a little town called Mexican Hat. Why is it called Mexican Hat?
Because there's a rock formation that looks like a sombrero.
Yeah,
actually, it's upside down though, so
well, maybe you stand on the tip.
Anyway.
So we carried on, and then the weather sort of brightened up a little bit, and we met a guy. Well, we were going across this valley, and there's this sort of valley, just grassland, and suddenly this huge red sort of bottle top of rock pops out. I think, how did that get there? You know, a bit like Ayers Rock. They talk about that. And we met a guy there called Eric, who was quite a character, wasn't he?
He was a thoroughly interesting and engaging bloke. Unfortunately, Eric, if you're watching, you did get our accents wrong. There's a little bit of a theme going on where people think that we're either Australian or from New Zealand. Well, New Zealanders say chups instead of chips. Chups.
It's you instead of an I.
Chups. And I've got a very good friend or two who happens to be from that NZ.
Yeah, so I actually like New Zealand.
Yes.
It's a fabulous country. So we met Eric, had a chat with him, and he's going around the world, the States at the moment, on a 66cc bicycle. Basically, it's a kid's bike with Kell-on handlebars. He's towing a trailer behind him, and this engine is made in China, 66cc sort of moped engine, and it's made to go in a frame.
Yeah.
So you put it sort of underneath the crossbar, and they've got these adjustable sort of screws that screw it on. There's a chain drive down to the rear wheel, and off you go.
Yeah.
And he does about 25 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour flat out, I think. And
2.7 horsepower.
And he was just a lovely bloke. And he pointed us towards a place called the Needles.
Correct.
So we went down the road, 22 miles off the road. Couldn't we be bothered?
Yeah. We were going to turn around, but we stopped with the idea of turning around. Well, actually, just a quick thing on Eric.
Yeah.
Eric's on this odyssey because he had a near-death experience.
Oh, he did, yeah.
And you've got to respect the fact that this country is vast. It has been tiring for us on the latest, most well-adapted motorcycles you can possibly have for this trip. And he's doing it on a bicycle he's made himself.
German motorcycle.
German. So fair play to him for that. And if you want to check out his travels, he's got a Facebook page. Just do a search on Nerd of Anarchy and it'll pop up and you'll be able to see his various musings and stuff. I've got to say, he's quite a funny guy.
Nerd of Anarchy.
Nerd of Anarchy, yeah, absolutely.
So we went to the Needles, and when we arrived there, 22 miles later, it is quite honestly one of the most jaw-dropping sights I think I've ever seen.
Jaw-dropping.
A huge valley with terracotta escarpments, green grass and blue skies. And
I was whelmed to my maximum extent.
Yep, absolutely brilliant. So if ever you guys get to the Western United States,
30 miles south of Moab on the 191, hang a left, you'll see a sign that says camping.
Canyonlands.
Canyonlands.
Get up there. Get up there. Oh, and that's us.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. We're going to Denny's, and I'm going to show off my new shaved chin.